Good morning, students of Saraswati Vidya Mandir, Commerce section, Class 11. This is the very introductory class of economics, and we are going to discuss over the very first introduction concept of economics. As we know that there were several subjects and various subjects in which economics one of them, and economics regarding in the view of all subject, economics is most recent subject. What is economics? As we know that in this world, every subject has their own validity, but economics is most recent subject because as our civilization grows, our needs were diversified and also differentiated with each other, and in this way there were lack of resources to fulfill our all types of needs and wants. And in that situation, economics emerged as a subject which states us that how we can fulfill our various and differentiated needs with scarce resources and their alternative uses. So we have to be discuss the our concept of economics. Economics, first of all, I am going to state that what should be the definition of economics, as the definition of economics by different economists were given in different ways. As for example, first of all, Adam Smith, which is known as father of economics, he stated that economics is science of wealth. It is very narrow definition of economics, but in spite of that narrow definition, Adam Smith assumed as a father of economics because the first of all he was given economic theories, and in the science of wealth, as Adam Smith expressed economics, science of wealth, Adam Smith stated that economics is that science who teach us or state us that how we can earn more and more wealth and how to be going to expand it. After Adam Smith, Alfred Marshall came, and they state that wealth earned and used for human welfare. So economics is not a science of wealth, but more important, it is science of human welfare. And at last, Robinson came, and he stated that economics is not a science of wealth and also not a science of human welfare, but actually economics is science of selection, because resources are scarce. We are not going to able to fulfill our all types of needs with our scarce resources. Thus we have to be make choice at every moment. We have to be make selection at every moment. Thus it is a science of selection. So there are different views of economics, but all about, if we going to view the economics, then we find that economics is just a subject which states us that how we can adjust our needs, needs and our life within scarce resources. And scarce resources is the most important problem of this world, which solved by economic views and economic approaches, and that is for which economics stand as a subject. तो इकोनॉमिक्स को हम लोग डिफाइन करेंगे कि इकोनॉमिक्स है क्या. इकोनॉमिक्स एक विषय वस्तु के रूप में हमें यह बताता है, जैसा कि हम लोग जानते हैं कि आप ये सोच सकते हैं केवल कि कार का दाम 5 रुपया क्यों नहीं है, फ्रिज का दाम 2 रुपया क्यों नहीं है. अगर कार का दाम और फ्रिज का दाम 5 रुपया और 2 रुपया हो तो इट इज पॉसिबल दैट इट शुड बी अवेलेबल फॉर ऑल, और ये सभी के लिए होता और सभी कोई इसके यूटिलिटीज को यूटिलाइज करते एंड दे बेटर देयर लाइफ्स. बट इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल कि कार को 5 रुपए क्यों. इट इज अ बिग क्वेश्चन कि व्हाई इन मार्केट कार एंड फ्रिज वर नॉट अवेलेबल इन 5 रुपीज. तो आंसर इज दैट द resources were scarce regarding the production of that particular items, and the resources have also different uses. So we have to be make choice that in which type of production we have to be engage our resources. एक बच्चे के पास 100 रुपया है, वो 100 रुपया से वो अपना ट्यूशन फीस भी दे सकता है, स्कूल फीस भी दे सकता है, बर्थडे के लिए केक भी खरीद सकता है, अपने लिए कॉपी भी खरीद सकता है, बहुत कुछ कर सकता है, लेकिन वो सब कुछ नहीं कर सकता है. देन ही हैव टू बी डिसाइड. तो which subject, which sense help towards making that decision to that child. यानी उस बच्चे के लिए उस डिसीजन में कौन सा सेंस, कौन सा साइंस, कौन सा सब्जेक्ट उसको हेल्प करेगा. तो दैट इज इकोनॉमिक्स. इकोनॉमिक्स स्टेट in that situation that only in that work or in that particular item resources should be engaged in which our resources remain most productive, in which our resources exhausted fully, in which the utility of that particular resources is most. So that is economics. Economics status, as I retain the definition of economics as a subject status, that how we can fulfill our various and differentiated needs with scarce resources and their alternative uses. Resources, there are two problems with resources. The first problem is resources are scarce, and the second problem is their alternative uses, which make problem more complicated. So economics arise due to problem of scarce resources, and resources were not only scarce but also it has alternative uses. यानी एक दूध का आप चाय भी बना सकते हो, मिठाई भी बना सकते हो, पनीर भी बना सकते हो, सेवई भी बना सकते हो. There are a lot of uses, and that uses were known as alternative uses of milk. And then you have to be decide that कि वो आपके पास इतना दूध नहीं है कि आप सब कुछ कर सके, सब कुछ बना सके. तो जो भी दूध है आपके पास, you have to be decide that in which type of production that milk going to be exhaust or that milk going to be engaged. तो उसमें यानी आप चाय बनाइएगा कि दूध दही जमाइएगा कि मिठाई बनेगा, आपको डिसीजन लेना पड़ता है. दैट इज इकोनॉमिक्स. तो इकोनॉमिक्स है कि हम अपने सीमित संसाधनों के बीच अपनी असीमित आवश्यकताओं को कैसे पूरा कर सकते हैं और कैसे उसमें हम समायोजन कर सकते हैं. दैट इज द एडजस्टमेंट साइंस. दैट इज द सेंस ऑफ लाइफ स्टाइल. दैट इज द इकोनॉमिक्स इज अ सेंस ऑफ लाइफ स्टाइल, sense of production, everything. That is economics. Actually, if I going to say that economics plays a pivot role in whole society, and economics run all other subjects and move our life towards a better life, that is the good sense and approach towards economics. So we are now the 2 points were clear, that economics is a subject of it is a subject which states that how we can fulfill our various and differentiated needs with scarce resources and their alternative uses. There are two parts of economics. One is micro and another is macroeconomics. The definitions of economics which is given yet now, that is the three most important definition which is given by our economics. That the very first definition which is given by Adam Smith, which is also known as father of economics, and that definition is science of wealth. Economics is a science of wealth. Alfred Marshall stated that no, after all, wealth is used for human welfare, human satisfaction. So from the science of wealth, it is more important that economics is a science of human welfare. And at last the Robinson came and they see that economics is all about satisfy our needs with scarce resources, and resources were scarce, so we have to be make always choice between our needs. And so economics is a science of selection. That is most appropriate definition of economics, because we always have to be made choice or selection in our lives. The second is economy. What is economy? The smallest example of economy is your family. Whether the resources were scarce, क्योंकि पापा महीना में एक दिन पैसा लाते हैं और उस पैसे को फिर महीना भर हम अपनी विभिन्न आवश्यकताओं पे, दूध वाले को, सब्जी वाले को, ट्यूशन, पढ़ाई, सबका उसी में मैनेज करते हैं. एंड दैट इकोनॉमी वर रन बाय आवर मदर्स. हमारी माओं के द्वारा वो इकोनॉमी चलाया जाता है. तो what is economy? The smallest example of economy is your family, and the largest economy अगर हम बोले तो वो चाइना की इकोनॉमी है जो सी जिनपिंग चला रहे हैं. उसके बाद भारत की इकोनॉमी है जिसे मोदी चला रहे हैं. बिहार की इकोनॉमी जिसे नीतीश कुमार चला रहे हैं. तो व्हाट इज इकोनॉमी एग्जैक्टली? इकोनॉमी is can be defined as a group of people. Economy can be defined as a group of people or society in which a lot of people live together and engage themselves into different activities to fulfill their differentiated needs. As we know that economy is a group of people or society. अगर हम लोगों की बात करें तो एक छोटा इकोनॉमी हो सकता है, परिवार का इकोनॉमी हो सकता है. अगर हम बड़े इकोनॉमी की बात करें तो वो सोसाइटीज का इकोनॉमी हो सकता है. जैसे हमारे यहाँ पंजाबी समाज, ईसाई समाज, हिंदू समाज, मुस्लिम समाज सब कोई एक साथ रहते हैं. एंड वी ऑल्सो इंगेज आवर सेल्फ इन टू डिफरेंट एक्टिविटीज. कुछ लोग खेती का काम करते हैं, कुछ लोग इंडस्ट्री में काम करते हैं, कुछ लोग सर्विस सेक्टर में, एजुकेशन और हेल्थ सेक्टर में काम करते हैं. तो why we engage ourselves into different activities? We engage ourselves into different activities to fulfill our differentiated needs. Actually, fulfill our differentiated needs. If we all engage in agriculture activities, then who made clothes for us and who teach our childs? So that is the problem. So we have to, because our needs were differentiated, so they were need to be engage ourselves into different activities to produce different things to fulfill our different needs, and that is economy. And due to this, an economy has three sectors: primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sector, which is already read in 10th class, the sectors of Indian economy. भारतीय अर्थव्यवस्था के क्षेत्र में हम लोग पढ़ चुके हैं कि sectors of economy क्या होते हैं. Primary sector is known as agriculture sector or core sector also, in which production activities directly or indirectly depends upon extraction of natural resources, fisheries, agriculture, forestry, ये सब जो हैं, mining, ये सब primary sector में आते हैं. Secondary sector is also known as manufacturing sector or industrial sector, in which the raw material or the production of agriculture were going to be further manufacturing. तो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग सेक्टर है, इंडस्ट्रियल सेक्टर है. और तीसरा जो है सर्विस सेक्टर, विच इज ऑल्सो नोन एज इनविजिबल सेक्टर. एंड सर्विस सेक्टर जिसमें हम टेलीकम्युनिकेशन, एनर्जी, एजुकेशन, रोड ट्रांसपोर्टेशन, इन सबको लेते हैं. तो इकोनॉमी को समझ गए कि इकोनॉमी जैसे कि भारत की इकोनॉमी है, अपने परिवार की इकोनॉमी है, जिसमें बहुत सारे लोग या बहुत सारे समाज एक साथ रहते हैं और रहते हुए अपने आप को अलग अलग कार्य क्षेत्रों में वो संलग्न करते हैं ताकि वे अपनी विभिन्न आवश्यकताओं की पूर्ति कर सके. एंड ड्यू टू दिस, इकोनॉमी defined as a group of people or society in which people live together and engage themselves into different activities to fulfill their various and differentiated needs. That is economy and economics. The two concepts, economy and economics, were going to be clear. Now we come on the point, the vital components of microeconomics. Microeconomics क्या है? देखिए, economics को जब हम केवल individual तक रखते हैं, when economics study of an individual activities, then it is called microeconomics. जैसे एक कंज्यूमर का सेटिस्फैक्शन, एक किसी वस्तु का प्राइस फिक्सेशन, जैसे एक साबुन का प्राइस फिक्सेशन, एक लेबर का वेज डिटर्मिनेशन, एक लेबर को कितना वेज दिया जाएगा या कितना वेज मिलता है, एक कंज्यूमर कहाँ सेटिस्फाइड होता है. तो जब हम इंडिविजुअल स्टडी करते हैं इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज का या किसी ह्यूमन के बीइंग के इकोनॉमिक, जैसे आप किसी आदमी को देखते हैं कहाँ से कमाता है, कैसे खाता है, क्या काम करता है, तो दैट इज इंडिविजुअल अप्रोच एंड दैट इज माइक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स. बट व्हेन वी स्टडी एग्रीगेटिव फॉर्म्स ऑफ इकोनॉमी लाइक नेशनल इनकम, एक्सपोर्ट, बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट, employment and output determination, inflation, deflation, that is macroeconomics. The aggregative approach, aggregative study of economic behavior of peoples, of a nation or of a society, then it is called macroeconomics. अगर हम केवल मान लो लॉरी या चीनी मिल की बात करेंगे तो that is microeconomics. लेकिन अगर हम पूरे बिहार के शुगर इंडस्ट्री की बात करेंगे तो दैट इज मैक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स. यू नो, थ्योरी ऑफ प्रोडक्शन, प्रोड्यूसर बिहेवियर और थ्योरी ऑफ सप्लाई हम इसमें पढ़ते हैं. थ्योरी ऑफ कंज्यूमर बिहेवियर और थ्योरी ऑफ डिमांड हम पढ़ते हैं, विच इज लेटर स्टडी इन दिस चैप्टर. थ्योरी ऑफ प्राइसेस पढ़ते हैं हम. तो अभी तक हम लोग इसमें इंट्रोडक्शन क्लास में अभी हम केवल 2 पॉइंट पे डेफिनेशन, इकोनॉमिक्स डेफिनेशंस विच इज गिवन बाय ग्रेट इकोनॉमिक्स, इनको हमने देखा. माइक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स, मैक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स, द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स एंड व्हाट इज इकोनॉमी. In next video, we are going to be study in detail of these theories and other components of economy also. Till then, bye. Take care. Safe home. Stay home. Safe home. Bye.